Charity Gaming Guild proudly brings to you the Nat Pun Podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Nat Pun Podcast's D&D campaign. My name is Ash, I'll be your DM and lead presenter for this episode. In a moment I'm going to introduce my 3 fellow co-hosts and their characters, but before I do that, I haven't told them this yet either. I picked an adjective to describe each of my fellow co-hosts, which I'm going to use to introduce them to you all. And I might make this a bit of a running thing as well. I might do this every single month, pick a different adjective for you.
What's an adjective?
It's a describing word.
Thank you. That wasn't for me, that was for our listeners, just in case they didn't know. Totally for me. It's totally for me.
So that, who you just heard there, was the benevolent Bertie.
Ooh, benevolent.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google that later.
Excellent.
Yes, I am benevolent Bertie, and today, I will be playing Vesper Guildstone. I am a fighter battle master.
Excellent, thank you, Bertie. And Bertie will be joined by this is a big word. I hope you're ready for this. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The sagacious John.
Can you Google that for me as well?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm on it.
I'm John, and I'll be playing Adonis Malus, Dragonborn Wizard.
Thanks, John. I saved my favourite one till last. We are also joined by the venerable Andy.
I'd never liked Terry Venables. Hi, I am the late venerable Andy, and I will today be playing I should be playing. I could play, but then it's coming to myself, which is a bit pointless. I am a Kalashtar Ranger.
What's your name?
Oh yeah. I am Gary Spot, but most people call me G.
Thanks, Andy. I went for venerable because it was representative of your age.
Thank you.
I will let the other 2 of you Google yours. And
I'm going to Google all 3.
But at least I reached this age, unlike some.
Andy's giving me a funny look. Not that kind of look. The bad look. Anyway, so this is episode 2. Are we ready to play some D&D?
Woo!
Excellent. Our heroes arrived in the town of Mistfall at the request of Mayor Sebastian Lambry, who requested the help of some heroes. When they arrived, they found the village was being decorated for some kind of festival. Adonis headed into the town square and spoke to a local to find out what the town was getting ready for, and found out it was a memorial day where they remembered the town of Stormwood, which disappeared a year ago. Vesper also entered town making inquiries about the celebrations, becoming confused about how to properly talk about the event too. G headed straight to the Prancing Gazelle Tavern, where he settled down with a drink which did not meet his usual standards, but he drank it anyway. Adonis joined G in the tavern, and Vesper went to meet with the mayor of the town. He asked Vesper to find more heroes, which she went and did. Vesper found Adonis and G, who then returned to the mayor. The mayor told them that they were expecting visitors in the town of Moonhelm for the celebrations, but orcish bandits were causing a problem, so much so that the mayor lost a family heirloom, a badger's head pendant. Adonis was able to recall the badger's head resembled the Brackenbridge family, but nothing more than that at this point. The party went out to defeat the raiders and retrieve the pendant, but on their way out, an elderly dwarven hero was on his way in. He asked to join the party, but Vesper redirected him to Sebastian Lambry. The party found the orcs on the road, and negotiations soon turned to bloodshed. The orcs were harder to beat than the party first anticipated, with G and Vesper going down, and it looked pretty glum for Adonis. That was until an elderly dwarven hero arrived riding a goat. He healed Vesper and G and helped in the fight. Vesper found the amulet, and the party learned that the dwarf was called Andy. Andy rode off in the direction of Moonhelm, while the party returned the pendant to Mayor Lambry and were invited to stay for the festivities. So for the benefit of our listeners, our heroes should have all had a long rest. Have you all long rested?
Yes.
About a month.
month long rest. So you guys are in. I've forgotten the name of the town now. Mistfall.
I have notes. I have notes.
Mistfall.
Never mind.
Mistfall. You're in Mistfall.
Okay.
You've had some rest. It's the next day. The town are getting ready for the celebration. The bunting is up. People are moving around. There's loads and loads of different things going on. Adonis, when you first came in, you said you were specifically looking for like fairground games, that kind of thing, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Make a perception check for me.
4.
There's something interesting going on in the town square.
Are they prepping for a fair, maybe?
Perhaps they are. There's definitely something going on. There's much more of a buzz, much more of an excitement around the town. Everyone here was pleasant the last time you were here, but now even more so. People seem to be quite excited. The prospect of seeing the people of Moonhelm seems to have really picked people's spirits up. You guys clearing the roads yesterday seems to have made a big difference as well. Everyone's genuinely excited for what they're about to experience. Where do you go? What do you do?
I will head towards the something interesting happening in the town square.
Yeah, I'll head in, see if anyone looks like they need any help setting up anything to get stuff finished off.
Cool. Make a perception check for me, please, Vesper.
Sure.
Oh, that was a metal dice, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Perception, that is a 13.
13. Everything seems to be pretty well set up already and ready to go. People are playing the games already. There's 5 different games, like stands going on at the moment. There's different people running those games as well. And they're giving out prizes. There's like small prizes being given out for those who are winning the games too. What about you, G? What do you do?
Can I actually see these prizes?
Make a perception check. Why not? Let's all do perception checks.
A mighty 6.
6. It's hard to make out what they all are, but there seem to be some kind of little wooden toys being given out to a lot of the kids who are winning the games.
In that case, I'm heading to the bar.
So you go back to the tavern.
I'm going back to the tavern.
So Vesper and Adonis, G's off to the tavern. Your Vesper, you are looking at the stands and stuff. Adonis?
I would be hovering around Vesper, waiting to see if she wants to play any games.
You want to play a game?
Yes, dear, it's good fun. Do you want to join in?
These are not just for children.
Well, no, they're for everybody. Maybe they have different levels.
Okay.
Like easy for children and harder for adults. You have to stand further back, that sort of thing.
Okay, we can play. Yes.
So
We would like to play your games.
You stand in the middle of the square and just shout it.
Yeah.
So there are 5 different games. I'll tell you what they are, and you may be able to direct that shout a little bit. Okay. So there's a test of strength. There's a bell that sits on top of a wooden beam, and people are hitting the platform to launch a rock up and hit the bell.
Oh.
There's a cup shuffle. There's a halfling there with 3 cups and a bean, and he's shuffling all the cups around. The people have to try and find the bean to win. There's an elf at like a little archery range with a bow. People are shooting the targets. There's also a painting of a goat, and people are being blindfolded, spun around with the tail of the goat in their hand, and they have to walk up to it and pin the tail of the goat onto the body of the goat.
Is it a real goat tail?
Sure, why not? It's a real goat tail on a painting of a goat. And the last game you can see there is a dwarf, and there's some poles in the ground, and people are throwing rings and trying to get it on the poles. Looks like they're scoring points and trying to get more points.
I think that one over there is for you, dear, with the hammer and the bell.
Yes, I like to hit things.
Let's go.
Okay.
You approach the test of strength, and there is an orc there with a massive underbite, huge tusks, and like an iron crown on top of one of the tusks. You approach, he says, you want to have a go?
Yes.
Well, it's 1 gold piece for a turn.
What?
Don't worry, I've got it. And I'll hand over 2 gold pieces. I'll have a go as well.
Excellent.
This is normal cost for this kind of entertainment.
It's a bit pricey for a shitty little village, but yes. Normally you have to pay for them, yes.
Okay. Thank you for paying.
Who's going first?
He's going first because he paid.
He hands you, Adonis, this massive, like, lump hammer. It's just a wooden hammer, but it's quite heavy. It's got quite a bit of weight to it.
Oh, it's a bit heavier than I'd like, and I'll try and hit the lever.
Give me an athletics check.
Come on.
It's 14 minus 1, 13.
The rock flies up and it stops about 3 or 4 inches short of the bell and then drops back down to the bottom.
Oh,
The orc takes the hand back off you. Unlucky, you have to hit the bell to win.
that was good though. You did better than I thought you would get.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, you're not a fighter.
It's all in technique. Would you like to have a go?
Sure, I will go.
He hands you the hammer, Vesper. Let's have an athletics check when you're ready to swing it.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You hit the beam, the rock flies up, and again stops 3 or 4 inches short of the bell in almost exactly the same place as where it did with Adonis. The rock falls, the orc takes the hand back off you. Oh, lucky, close, but not quite.
Is the orc looking up as the thing goes up, or is he just looking at us?
No, he's just absent-mindedly looking, stood next to the bit where the thing flies up.
Have another go, dear. That was really good. And I'll hand over another gold coin.
And the orc takes it, he gives you the hammer back again and goes and
Vesper's-
stands where he was.
Vesper is just staring at the orc.
Have another go. I think you'll get it this time.
While she's staring at him, not looking, she'll hit it again, like not breaking eye contact with
Okay.
him.
So the orc's stood back next to the thing that the rock flies up. He locks eyes with you. If you're going to do that and look at him, you're going to have to make a disadvantage.
As the thing flies up, as soon as it gets to the top, I'm going to use prestidigitation to make a bell sound ring out.
That will be a nat 1.
It's a nat 1.
But it's a 6.
It's a nat 1. It's a nat 1. Alright, let's do the pun first. Pun
Okay.
first.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away if you throw it hard enough. Anonymous.
Should we rate the pun? Out of 10?
Minus 3.
Minus 3 out of 10. Whoa, harsh.
4.
4.
Really? That good?
I'm nice.
That much?
Look, I'm nice.
I'm not. I don't even think that's worth my time rating, to be honest. That was pretty lame.
Was it the delivery? Is it my fault?
Well, that could have been, better.
Have another go. Have another go.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away if you throw it hard enough. Brum, bum, tch.
Nah, still crap.
No. Yeah, but
Delivery was better. It was the material you were working with. You were struggling with the material. It's simple as that. It's a bit like Ash's game writing.
yeah.
We got to make a.
We all have our strengths and
We
weaknesses.
have to make a silk purse out of pigs here. We really do.
You say my gates riding.
Game writing.
Oh,
The famous
Gates
gate rider.
what is gates riding? Well, I don't know who submitted that pun, but thank you.
There isn't a name on it, because if there'd been a name, I wouldn't have maybe been so harsh with my rating. There's a date and a time.
What's the date and time?
The date and time is the 12th of the 2nd, 2024 at 20 past 3 in the afternoon.
2024.
Yeah, so it's an old
Wow.
one.
It's like nearly a year old.
It is.
Like over a year
It's
old,
over a
in
year
fact.
old. It's not aged well.
No, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. In 2024, that was
Gold.
the
Comedy
bomb.
gold.
Yeah.
Apple's gone rotten.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Anyway,
Ding!
so you've rolled a 6.
Mhm.
Adonis, are you trying to do this in a covert way?
Yeah, I don't want the orc to see me. I'm hoping that you're having
I'm
a
locking
staring
eyes with
contest
him.
with him. That will
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, so prestidigitation, does it have, what are the components of prestidigitation?
Verbal and semantic.
Okay, so Vesper, you're locking eyes with the orc, so you are taking his attention somewhat, which is going to make this easier, so I want you to make a sleight of hand check at advantage, please.
2 10s, 11.
11. The rock flies up, you hear the ding. The orc looks a bit confused, looks round, looks up at the bell. How would you describe the sound of the bell? Ding! not what I was expecting.
I'm awake!
For those of you that can't see that, we're wearing headphones and Bertie just jumped a mile and jumped at that. The orc looks confused. He looks back at you and says, that wasn't the sound of my bell. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't the bell, unfortunately.
Please.
One.
Would you please demonstrate for me the bell ringing?
Yeah, of course. He takes the hammer and he walks back round and
I'm
swings it.
watching him very intently.
He smashes this bit of wood and the rock flies up, hits the bell, which you now hear is not quite as high pitched as you had it, and the rock drops again.
Is there
Like
anything different about what he did compared to what I did?
Only in so much as the rock went all the way up to the bell. Would you like another go?
I want another go.
I'll hand over another gold piece.
But he's looking at John like a child asking for another coin for the ride.
Dad, can I go again?
The orc takes the gold, he gives the hammer back to Vesper, he goes and takes his place again by the side of the rock.
15.
15, it flies up and stops exactly where it stopped. The first two times. Make Adonis, I'll give you a choice between perception or nature.
Ooh.
I will go for nature. 9.
Never mind. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary?
What was the prize we could have won? Are we able to see?
There's some wooden toys dotted around.
What kind of toys?
Goats. Little wooden goats.
If it had been anything but a goat.
Would you like another go?
Yes, you would. And I'll hand over another. I'll have a go as well. Hand over another 2
Takes
gold.
the 2 gold. Who's going first?
You can go first.
He gives you the hammer, Adonis, and goes and stands next to the rock again. Next to the board where the rock flies up.
8.
The rock barely makes it halfway up the board. So that was impressive. He takes the hammer back off you and gives it back to Vesper. Well, your turn.
Okay.
Goes and stands next to the board again.
Can I prestidigitation a bell sound now? I've heard it.
Yep. He's
But I might do it myself.
Provided
Ding
he's not
ding.
like looking at it.
Right, I'm gonna use tactical mind.
This seems like a good use of an ability.
If you fail an ability check, you can expend a use of second wind to add a d10.
Okay.
If it still fails, then my second wind isn't used.
What's your total at the moment?
14.
That's a pass. But the rock stops a few inches below the bell. The orc comes back over, takes the hammer off you. Close, but still not quite.
I'm going to go and speak to the mayor.
Okay. That's fine. Have a lovely time. Thank you for playing.
Just keep eye contact as I back away from his stall.
Well, that was jolly good fun. Do you want to try another?
No!
Oh.
I'm going to the mayor and then I'm getting a drink.
So you disappear off.
Yep.
G.
Yo.
You walk into the Prancing Gazelle Tavern. It's busy. It wasn't this busy last time you were in here. It was reasonably quiet. Now there's not even a seat for you to sit on.
I take one look around, and at the top of my lungs I shout, "Fire!"
Make a deception check or a performance check if you'd prefer.
16.
Was that deception or performance?
That was deception.
A couple of people look a little bit panicked. They jump up out of their seats and they look around. When they realise that there's no fire, they kind of chuckle and sit back down again.
Damn, that usually works.
The barkeeper who you saw last time waves to you and holds up a glass of the ale that you were oh so fond of the last time you were in.
Well, barkeep, if you're still selling that swine fluid that you call beer, then yeah, I'll take one.
Right, you are. Let me pour you one now.
Thank you very much.
It's 10 silver pieces or a gold piece. I'm not fussy.
Well, okay. I hand over 10 silver.
Takes the 10 silver and it gives you a lukewarm cup of ale.
Ooh.
I knock it back straight away. Same again.
He holds his hand out for more coin.
This time I give him 1 gold, 5 silver and say, keep the change.
Thank you very much. He pours your ale into the same cup.
This time I don't knock it back. I sort of just stand there, almost cuddling and just looking into the glass.
Barkeeper looks at you and says, you're one of them heroes, aren't you?
Well, some might call me that.
Well, without you, there'd be no one coming from Moonhelm, would there?
I don't know, they may have found a way.
Well, you must be very, very brave. I wouldn't be seen going toe-to-toe with orcs, that's for sure. Tell me, what was it like? What did you do?
Well, wasn't so much toe to toe. If you noticed, I tend to use the old bow, so I'm standing well back.
Oh, clever. Keeps yourself safe.
Well, not safe so much because if I'm focusing on a target in particular, if I'm sort of staring them down, I'm not necessarily aware of what's coming behind me.
Is that what your friends did then? Did they all look after your behind?
Oh, they came behind me, yes.
Oh,
You set me up.
I suppose everyone needs a friend who comes behind them.
I look over and my two compatriots seem to be stifling a smirk.
If that's what you want to call it.
He lets you carry on drinking your drink as you're stood in the middle of the tavern. Then jump back over to Adonis. Vesper has left to presumably go and find Mayor Lambry. What are you doing?
I will stand there looking confused for a few moments, and then I will follow Vesper.
So I'll go to it was the town hall that he was in last time, wasn't it?
It was, but you've seen Mayor Lambry on some kind of makeshift stage in the middle of the town square. It looks like he's getting ready to give some kind of speech or address.
Okay, I'll walk straight up onto the stage and stand in front of him.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
How are you?
I am frustrated.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's the matter?
Just going to point at where the orc was and be like, over there.
Burmog?
Is that rigged?
Well, I shouldn't have thought so.
You need to go and check it because I want a goat and I definitely would have got a goat.
I will. I'm a touch busy at the moment.
No. I will do a speech until you get back.
I don't think that's necessary. Let me go and speak to Burmog.
Yes.
You wait. Do you want to come with me or
Yes.
Okay. The mayor gets down off the stage. And
Hello, you came with us.
Yes.
Oh,
I thought you might want to play some more games, and I saw you kind of going up on the stage. I thought I'd better come in case you got into trouble.
You're looking after me.
Well, actually, you're looking after me, you see. You're the big, strong one.
Oh,
So I
okay.
just stay with you.
Sure, come on. We are going to teach this guy a lesson.
Right.
Bertie made me do what I hate doing, which is playing with myself. You walk over to...
You heard it here first, kids.
You follow Lambry and he walks over to the orc, who turns out is called Burmog, which is his name. Lambry walks up to him and says, Burmog, this one of our resident heroes thinks that your game might be, how did you word it?
Rigged.
Rigged. Burmog looks almost overly upset. Oh, I can't believe anyone would accuse me of that. Why don't you have a go, Mayor Lambry? For free, of course. Lambry thinks about it for a second and says, oh, very well, I'll give it a go. He takes the hammer and smashes it down on the thing, and no, the rock barely moves. It goes up a few inches. Burmog stifles a chuckle to himself. Mayor Lambry turns around and says, this isn't in my wheelhouse. Burmog assures me that this isn't...
How
rigged,
does that
Vesper.
prove anything? You are a weak man.
Physically, perhaps.
I am saying you cannot win, not you cannot lose.
How would you... What would you have me do?
I want a goat.
I say, Burmog, could we just give Vesper a goat? Burmog grunts. You can have a goat for another 5 gold. Or I'll give you one more go for free.
I accept this term.
He hands you the hammer and goes and stands next to the board again where the rock flies up. Make an athletics check.
Nat 20.
Right.
For 25. If she doesn't get it now, she's going at him.
You bring this hammer down on the plank of wood, and it is the perfect hit. The rock flies up and up and up until it reaches the point that it reached before, and then drops. It doesn't hit the bell. Burmog walks back over from the board. Well, you can't say fairer than that, can you? It was a good hit, but not quite good enough.
Like she's physically vibrating.
Seeing Vesper get so upset, Adonis going to put his hand on the shoulder. Dear, perhaps maybe we just go and get a drink and not start any trouble in the square.
The mayor's still here, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Just-
doesn't know what to do.
Just turns and looks at him and goes, "This is how you treat your heroes."
I tell you what.
Walks away.
Vesper?
No, you have broken my trust.
Oh. You walk off, the mayor's just left standing next to Burmog. As you turn and look back over Adonis, you see what looks to be a little bit of heated exchange. Burmog calls the mayor over and points at something behind the board, and the mayor becomes very animated in his talk. He almost runs over to you, Vesper, and grabs you by the shoulder.
Can he reach?
Close enough.
Okay.
I must apologise for Burmog.
Why?
You may have been correct.
Hmm.
It may have been rigged. Will you come and have one more go? And Burmog will go and stand by the stage, away from the game, for nothing, for free.
I have already proved myself multiple times. Why do I need to do it again to get my goat?
Oh, you can have a goat regardless of the outcome.
Okay, let's do this.
He leads you back over. And Mayor Lambry now hands you the hammer. Make an athletics check.
11. I could use that tactical mind.
That might be a good idea.
Come on. Plus a 7, so that's 18.
Nice. You swing the hammer down. As it comes down, you realise the angle's slightly off, so you adjust it as the hammer falls. It hits the plank and the rock flies up and strikes the bell, and it rings out across the fair. A few people turn around and cheer, "Way!" and clap their hands and everything, and Mayor Lambry grabs a small, badly made wooden goat.
I want 2.
You could have 2, and he gives you 2.
I give
Small.
1 to Adonis.
Oh, thank you, dear.
It turns out that Burmog has a pedal behind the board that puts a stopper in the runner where the rock goes. I will make him take the game down immediately, and I can only apologise. It's not how heroes of our time should be treated.
Don't make him take the game down, man. Just take the pedal off so it's fair for everybody.
Yes, people should still be
Yes.
able to enjoy it. It is a community day.
And when he runs out of gold, he has out of goats, he has to pay people a silver
Yes.
if they hit the bell.
That sounds fair. I don't have the know-how to remove the pedal. Perhaps one of you could just pop it off?
We can try.
Yes.
You walk around the back and you see a wooden pedal. You can quite clearly see where Burmog was pushing the pedal down and where the stopper goes in. It's just made of wood. You could probably just rip the pedal off if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a athletics check. Why not?
Whoa, one of those. Haven't done one of those in a while. Nat 20.
Yeah. You rip the pedal off, then you rip the mechanism out, then you rip the stopper out as well, and you just discard it completely. Then for good measure, you take the hammer, you walk around and you smack the thing again, and the rock flies up and the bell rings.
It is working now.
Burmog comes back over, looking a little bit dejected, not very happy. Thanks.
Why do you do this to people?
I have a family to feed.
You are giving away crap goats and getting gold.
I still have to pay for it. My children make those goats.
You have to pay your children for. No, I'm not getting into this conversation.
We head back over to the Prancing Gazelle with Jean, who has stood and watched all of this playing out in the middle of the town square from inside the tavern whilst cradling your beer.
So how long have they been outside in total?
In total, 20 minutes, half an hour, not long.
And are you actually walking into the tavern now, are you?
I think Adonis wanted to play some more games, so we're probably looking around.
Okay. Well, I'm cradling now 4 empty tankards and a half full tankard.
Just not giving them back, the empty.
Yeah.
Could you make a
Medal of Honour.
Constitution saving throw, please?
I think the term should be, would you make a constitution rather than can you, because no, I probably can't. Oh, it was on that one, but then rolled onto the 13, giving me 15.
Listen, you're okay. You're starting to feel it a little bit, but you're certainly not drunk yet.
So I'm just sort of cradling the half-empty tankard, and I'm looking outside, and I'm just shaking my head from side to side. I can't believe they fell for that old trick. Everyone knows those things are rigged. Absolute idiots.
Which game are you heading to now, Adonis?
I think the ring toss.
The
Yep.
ring toss. So, G, you see them walk over to the ring toss. You can make a perception check for me if you like.
11.
11. We'll keep that in mind. You walk over to the ring toss, and there is a dwarf there, and he's quite jolly, he's quite happy. He's like, welcome, would you like to have a go?
Oh, absolutely, sir, absolutely. How much?
1 gold piece.
These are very expensive games.
They are very expensive games. 1 gold piece for both of us.
Make a persuasion check.
That's 2.
No, that's each, I'm afraid.
Oh. Very well, I'll hand over 2 gold pieces.
He hands you a stack of 3 wooden rings, and there's a plank of wood on the floor. Stand by the wood, and then you just throw the ring, and you have to get it on one of the pegs. And as you look over, the pegs are arranged almost like 10-pin bowling pins. They're in a triangle shape. There's 4 rows. There's 1. The second row has 2. Third row has 3. Fourth row has 4. So you throw the ring, and then you'll score points. So if you get one on the first row, that's 1 point. The second row is 3. The third row is 5, and the fourth row is 10.
Can I just check that this game's not rigged like the Orcs one? These rings do fit over the pegs, don't they?
Of course they do. He takes one of the rings off and he walks over and he puts the ring over the peg and then lifts it back off again. There you go.
Oh, thank you. And then I'll have a throw.
Cool. I need you to make 3 ranged weapon attacks.
Plus dex, isn't it?
Plus dex. If you're proficient with simple ranged weapons, you can add your proficiency bonus as well. If you're not proficient with simple ranged weapons, then you can't.
Probably won't. So that is a nat 1. Ooh, plus 1 for 2. A 14 and a dirty 20.
Pun 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 pun
Pun time.
pun pun.
This one is from Ants. Long fairy tales have a tendency to drag on. Thank you, Ant.
Is that a bit better for you, Andy?
Pun pun pun!
So, your nat 1, surprisingly, scores you no points. Your other 2 score you a total of 15 points.
Nice.
Oh, that's really good. Well done. I'll add you to the leaderboard. And you're currently 3rd on the leaderboard with 15 points.
You're going to have a go.
I think you paid for me. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I will go.
Hand you the rings.
How many am I throwing at you?
3. Please. Not at me, at the poles.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
oh, good.
Yes, of course.
Ooh.
Wow. I got also a nat 1. And then I got mathematics. 13 and a dirty 20.
Not exactly this. Yeah. Nat 1! Hey! It's another pun. That's 3 puns already.
I know. You gotta love it. Oh, another one from Ant. I once heard of a druid who could wield swords while using wild shape. She had a right to bear arms. Yeah, Ant, we really appreciate it, Ant. Please don't take this silence as anything against your contribution. It's my delivery. Blame it on my delivery.
There's nothing wrong with that. It was a D&D themed pun.
Yeah. I think we need to remember that the whole point of puns is that they're bad.
They're bad, yeah, absolutely.
We don't need to expect to laugh at them necessarily.
Vesper, with your other 2 rings, because obviously your nat 1 is going to score you nothing, you also score 15, and you push Adonis down to 4th place, and you take 3rd place.
How does that work?
Oh, you scored it most recently, so you go on top.
Oh, okay.
What did you get, G, on your perception check? 11, wasn't it?
11.
Okay, that's fine. Fine for now.
Who were in the second and first places?
Names that you don't recognise.
Okay.
What are their scores?
In 1st place is 30, and 2nd place is 25.
Okay, that was fun. Another game?
Do you think maybe we should go find G?
You don't want to play anymore?
I feel like this is going to be a very expensive morning.
Okay. We can go find G. I guarantee I already know where he is.
Can you both just make history checks as well for me, please?
History.
History.
Another nat 20.
Whoa.
Damn.
16.
It strikes both of you, but particularly you, Vesper, that the ring toss game might be more up G's street than yours.
I think he might like this game.
He might. I don't know if he'd be willing to actually pay to play it, but he might enjoy it.
Should we go and ask him? I'll pay for him if he wants to go.
No, he can pay for himself. He should have been here. We were doing it as a group. He did not come.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm protecting you.
Thank you.
Where do you go to look for G?
Tavern.
Yeah.
Do I see them approaching the tavern?
Yes.
I scurry off to the latrine, the toilet, the head, the WC, whichever you prefer to call it.
You walk in the tavern and can't immediately see G.
Do we see a stack of empty pint glasses on a table?
100%.
Yeah.
It's okay. Gary Spot. We are looking for Gary Spot.
The barman pipes up. We think he just went to the toilet.
That's totally your responsibility, Adonis. I don't go in there.
Right. Well, if he's having a toilet, I don't need to go in there, do I? We'll just wait a minute. Unless there's something wrong with the beer in here, of course.
There's nothing wrong with my beer.
Are you sure?
100%.
Well, then he'll be out in a moment, won't he?
Who knows?
Drink?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Right. I'll have one.
There's 1 gold, 10 silver. Not 1 gold and 10 silver. Either 1 gold or 10 silver. They're the same, really.
Right, that was a bit confusing. I'll hand him 10 silver.
Excellent, thank you. He hands you an ale. G, what are you doing in the toilet?
Did I see a local newspaper as I was passing by?
There aren't really newspapers as such.
Is there any writing on the wall?
Yeah, they'll be writing on the wall.
I'm examining all the graffiti on the inside of the toilet door.
Make a perception check. Well, yeah, make a low DC perception check.
10.
10. What languages can you speak?
Well, obviously common. And a few more.
Excellent.
I can't remember.
Oh, thank God for that.
It's your sheet, so...
Oh yeah, common sign language, Dwarvish, Korai and Thieves' Cant.
Written on the side of the toilet in Dwarvish runes are the words Lambry knows.
I see that, and a quizzical look comes over my face. Lambry knows what? And I just carry on reading.
The rest is all kind of just graffiti, just...
There's no sort of
Nothing.
addresses for ladies who...
No.
Okay.
Sadly not, no. You're not going down that route.
Okay, I go to the door from the toilet into the bar, and I just crack it open just enough to get a view, and I'm scanning the room to see if those two are still there.
Give me a stealth check. I want you two to give me a perception check, please. But you two can make your perception with advantage, because I guess you've been watching the toilet door.
Staring directly at
Yes,
the toilet door.
absolutely.
10.
15.
16.
So G, you open the door and poke your head through, and you both see this. You see him clear as day, but you are absolutely convinced that you're him.
So I close the door and I back away again.
Do you think he might be hiding from us?
Yes, but of hiding spots, he has picked quite possibly the worst.
Yes. Yeah. There's only one door to that place. So.
Yes, and it's not going to be very sanitary.
No.
Is there a window on an outside wall there?
Make a perception check.
7.
No, there's no window or outside door.
Do you want to see something funny that I used to do in my student days?
Absolutely.
I'll make my way over to the toilet door. I'm going to use a cantrip elementalism to... Elementism? You know what I mean.
Yep.
And I'm going to waft smoke underneath the door, and I'm going to stand outside. I'm going to bang on the door and shout, "Fire! Fire!"
Give me an Arcana check. G, give me an Insight check at disadvantage.
Okay. Discipline.
Yeah.
9.
3.
Gee, I'm assuming you like shut yourself in a cubicle or something here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shut yourself in, you can see the smoke starting to come in, and you hear someone shouting, fire, fire, fire. You panic. What do you do?
Oh, I just run. The door bursts open, and I'm just heading to the main exit for the tavern.
You don't even clock Adonis, you just push
No, I
Adonis
just-
out of the
just-
way and just go.
There is nothing's going to stop me. I just bulldoze my way through. Anybody's in the way, I will throw children over my shoulders to sort of keep myself safe.
He has been tricked. Look at him running.
You guys see him run. He runs straight past you, just runs out of the tavern into the square amongst the festivities that are
Yep.
going on.
Oh, he's keen to play the games now.
He is, isn't he? Should we catch him up?
Yes.
You go out after him, and you're stood there trying to figure out what's going on. You turn back and look at the tavern. There is no smoke. There are no flames. There's no one else panicking, and you realise somewhere along the lines you've been tricked.
Ah, bollocks.
As we walk out, ha ha, we got you!
Yes, haha.
Well, that wasn't no fun at all. You shouldn't be playing tricks like that on me.
Well, you were playing hide and seek with us.
No, I just had a bit of a dodgy term. I was just, not sure whether or not I'd finished.
Right, well, I hope you are now.
Yes.
Did I trick you too early?
Well, I may have been, but that sure has raised my gut again.
Right.
I'm churning like nobody's business.
We thought you might want to play this game. You should point at the ring toss.
That looks like it needs a bit of skill. It's beneath me. I wouldn't want to sort of show these people up. So no, I'm fine.
Do you think he's scared he can't do it, maybe?
Yes.
Hey, you think what you want. I know what I'm capable of, and I'll leave this to the kids.
Okay, but you won't get to win a really cool goat.
Hey, the only goat I'm interested in is the one I can put on a spit and roast and eat.
How far away from the ring toss game are you stood at the moment? Are you close enough for the dwarf who's manning it to hear you?
I reckon we're not talking quietly. We'd be trying to egg him on to play it, so I think we'd be loud enough.
You hear the dwarf shouts over, "Oh, there's no goats here. Look, you can win lists instead." And it's like a leg of chicken that's been roasted. It's
What?
food. They're food prizes from the ring toss.
I thought we could just win goats.
No, each stall has different prizes.
Oh my god. I should have checked this prior. You want to win chicken leg?
Yeah, okay, I'll give it a go.
Come on then, G.
You wander over. So, 1 gold piece, please.
So I look at Adonis. Sorry, I spent all my gold on beer.
He spent all his gold on me.
Right, down to you then.
I don't pay for things.
Right, well, I'll pay for it then, you bloody children, and I'll hand over another gold pieces.
Have you fallen into the role of group treasurer? I think you might have done. He hands the rings over to you. G, I need you to make 3 ranged attack rolls and your proficiency bonus if you are proficient with simple weapons.
So a 9, a 21, and a 23.
You throw the rings. The first one lands. The second and third ones would be the higher scoring ones. They hit the poles. They spin round and then just twirl off the top of the pole. The dwarf shrugs his shoulders. Only 3 points there, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case. These games are all rigged. That's the only way these people make money. Just like your strength test.
Vesper is physically vibrating again.
How would they be rigged? How is that rigged?
Hey,
just
I'm
do
not
it, you
saying-
do it too hard.
I'm not saying you ain't clever, but you obviously, you saw that those were going for high scores, and all of a sudden, magically, they flip off? Yeah, don't give me that.
I'm no magic user.
Hey, just 'cause you ain't, don't mean to say you ain't got someone round the corner who ain't.
There's no one round the corner. You can go and have a look if you like.
No, if that's the way, if you can sleep at night knowing you're doing people out of money for this sort of thing, then fine by me.
Show me your feet. Just checking him. Make sure he's not standing on a pedal.
They're here. He's not. He's stood on the grass.
Okay. I don't think it's rigged.
Perhaps, I'll tell you what, out of the kindness of my heart, and seeing as you are heroes that have enabled the people of Moonham to get here, I'll give all 3 of you a free turn.
Oh,
How's that?
okay.
Hands the 3 rings over to you, Vesper.
This is fun. We are bonding.
Ooh. 19, 19, 15.
Wow. The first 2 rings land, and as they land, he counts the scores. Oh, you're on 25. The last one hits the highest scoring pole, spins round, and the inertia takes it back up and off the pole. That was good 25. You're in second place. Second place, well done.
Thank you.
Very good. Very, very good.
I did better than before.
Very well done, Dick.
Thank
Very
you.
well done.
The hands are over to you, Adonis.
I'm just going to lean into him and whisper and go, did you see what happened with the orc over the other side?
Not Buramog.
Yes.
No, but whatever it was, he deserved it.
Yes, well, he was rigging his game, you see.
Really?
And I'm going to whisper this, but Vesper here, she made such a fuss to the mayor that he ended up having to unrig his game. So if yours is rigged, I would suggest you let her win at some point.
She's in second place. How can I rig this game? You're obsessed.
I have no idea.
They are poles in the ground. You are throwing rings. What am I meant to do? I can't run up to them and take them off before... Ridiculous. Are you going to throw the rings or
Can
not?
you just take this ring and go and pop it on that highest scoring one?
Yeah, he takes the ring, he puts it on, lifts it off again. There you go.
Put it on and let it go.
Pardon?
Put it over the pole and just let it
Oh,
go.
this is ridiculous. What do you mean put it on, let it go?
I walk up to it,
Oh no.
hold it over it and just let it go.
The ring drops to the floor and then immediately bounces back up and off. The dwarf just looks terrified. Like,
I knew it.
She's bolting towards the mayor.
You better put her up in top place before she gets back.
I can't just like turn them off. I'll disqualify the person in first place. He looks at the leaderboard and the name on top of the leaderboard is Corrig. Oh, that's me.
So you're first place in your own game.
Well, yes.
Right. Hey ho, all for a bit of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go back and throw the rings because I want to go. So 11, 7 and a 19.
11. The 11 and the 7 score you 8 points. The 19 hits the pole and then shoots back off the top again.
I think you should count that one.
Alright. 28 points. You knock Vesper down to third place. You're in second. That's 30 points.
G, you're up.
I got a better idea. Why don't you hold one of them there hoops over your head and I'll get my bow and arrow out and I'll see if I can shoot through your little hoop. You fancy that game?
The dwarf looks at you, terrified. Well, congratulations. I think you just made it to first place. Well done. Then he just writes, G, isn't it? G?
That's right.
Yep, G. He takes his name off and just throws it away, puts G at the top, grabs this chest just full like turkey legs, like roast turkey legs, and just gives you the chest. Congratulations! He starts packing things up, putting in his bag, and he is gone. Just you make it to Lambry.
My man.
Oh, hello.
We need to have a talk.
I thought we resolved the issue with Buramog.
Oh, we did with him.
But we have just been to the ring toss and proven that that game is also rigged.
The ring toss?
Yes.
Corrig's ring toss?
Yes, I should turn around and be pointing and say,
He is leaving.
Well, it looks like you've ousted him. I think a well done job. Well done. How much gold will you out of pocket with him?
17.
17 gold. He gives you a bag. There's 20 in there.
Thank
Go
you.
and have a lovely time. Thank you. Goodbye. He turns around and just sort of not shakes his head, but as if to say that's it now. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
If I find one more rigged game, I'm going to set fire to something. Just to let you know.
Very good. Very good.
She'll kind of skip back to the others.
It's all sorted. G1, and we got the chest of chicken.
Oh, nice. Well done. This is very good.
Sorry, just clarifying. I thought you said we got the chest of chicken. I think you find that I won. I got the chest of chicken.
Well, yes, but I paid for it, so,
Okay, I'll give you one
And
leg.
you didn't actually throw the ring.
Hey, a winner's a winner.
I'll take the leg of chicken and start chewing on it as I walk around, have a look, see what other games we can room.
Shall we play another? This is becoming a very impressive day, actually. We have made one man very sad for his family. This man has left.
There are 3 games that you have yet to play. There is the Cup Shuffle, being run by a halfling. There is the Bow and Arrow Targets, being run by an elf. And there is the Pin the Tail on the Goat, being run by a human woman.
Adonis, what do you want to play now?
Let's do the cups.
I am already suspicious. Let's go.
You walk over and just as this halfling finishes up a game, this person lost, and he walks off. Says, hello there. You're going to play the game.
No.
No.
We have come to prove that you are rigging the game, like we have done with these people before us.
Right, okay, well, it's a gold piece to play.
I imagine it would be.
Would you like a practice go for free, but for no prize?
That sounds reasonable. Each of us gets a practice go for free.
Of course.
What are the prizes as well? Because it's quite important, as it builds motivation.
Yes.
If you win, you get 2 gold pieces.
Right. Practice go then, yes?
Yes?
Who's first?
Not me.
Oh, I haven't joined them. I've settled down under the shade of a tree with my
Got it, right.
my box of chicken.
Your KFC.
So me then, yes?
Yes.
So you sit down and he gets these cups and he holds up a bean. Says, this is what you're looking for. And he puts it under the cups and shuffles all of the cups round. I need you to make a perception check, please.
That one.
Ooh,
It's pun time. Good
I
to
feel
live.
left out. I haven't had a pun yet.
I'm sure you'll get there, knowing you.
So this pun was submitted by Ant.
This is the 3rd one.
Mm.
Why hasn't Dex sent any in?
See, you don't need that one because we get this.
Why did the undead bard play his music backwards? He was decomposing.
Oh, I like that one.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was good.
I like that.
You got the Andy seal of approval. There we go, so I'm waiting for that. Left, middle, or right? Which cup?
Left.
He lifts up the left cup. Unlucky. He lifts up the middle cup and the bean's under there. Game a chance. Who's that? Do you have a go next?
Yes, I want to inspect your bean.
He hands the bean over. It's
I just kind of squeeze it and sniff it and check it. And
just the bean.
I want to inspect your cups.
He stacks the cups. There are 3 metal cups.
I just take them apart and just check them and look. And then I start touching the table, like rubbing it.
Table is solid.
Okay, this seems reasonable.
He puts the bean under the middle cup and starts moving things around. Make a perception check, please.
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
The middle cup is probably the right one. But which cup do you pick?
The middle cup.
He lifts the middle cup up. There's the bean. There you go. Not rigged at all. Stacks the cups, takes the bean. 1 gold piece to play for real now.
Well, you seem better at this than me.
Yes, but it doesn't seem to be rigged, so I don't know if I want to continue.
I'm sure it is rigged, we just don't know yet.
Okay,
We'll just look at the halving. Is it rigged?
No.
we will find out. And she gestures to the guy who's leaving.
He's a dwarf though. Everything's rigged with a dwarf.
And then she'll point over to the orc with the hammer.
Well, the game's not rigged. Not at all.
Inside check?
Yeah, inside way.
9.
You believe him to be telling the truth.
I don't know if I want to play if it is not rigged.
Oh, alright then, should we go and see what other games there are?
Yes, I want to find one that you enjoy.
Well, I quite enjoyed the hammer one actually, but, you know.
We want to do that again? We know we can at least win.
No, it's okay. Let's see what the other games are.
Okay.
You don't want to play.
No, we had a free go. Thank you for that.
You could double your money. You got double your money.
We haven't paid you
You
any
can
money.
pay any money you like, and if you win, I'll double it. Pay me 100 gold. If you win, I'll give you 200.
How about you just give me gold?
No.
The
You played
mayor
the game.
did.
The mayor's rich.
Did you? I didn't tell you that. The mayor just gave me a bag of money.
For what?
Well, I just said a number and he gave me a bag of money. You should try it.
Right. Next time we speak to the mayor, I'll say a number and see if he gives me some gold.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't want to play?
No,
No.
Oh. I was disappointed.
you should have had a rigged game and we would have played.
He turns down to his kids who are on his cart and says, "Looks like we're going hungry tonight, kids."
If you look over there under that tree, there's a guy with a crate full of chicken and turkey. I'm sure you could steal some.
He turns around and looks at the kids and winks. The kids just disappear.
Yes.
Gee.
As I sit there, I've got one hand gripping a turkey leg, and the other hand is firmly on the hilt of my scimitar.
These kids run up to you. And they surround. They're halfling children. They're very small.
I draw my scimitar and just glare at them.
They run away again.
Oh, if only you'd grabbed it with the turkey hand and it would have slipped out in the gritty hand.
Where are you guys off to now? Are you staying under your tree with your chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Adonis, Vesper?
Where,
You've still got the targets and the pin the tail on the goat if you want to play.
Targets?
sure.
You walk up to the targets. There are several targets at the end of a range. It's about 75 feet, this whole range. This female elf has this massive crossbow and a bow as well, and she has blunted arrows and bolts. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Would you like to play?
It depends.
On?
Is your game rigged?
Rigged? No.
But is it?
No.
Inside check.
Yep, inside way.
9.
She's not telling the truth. There's something about this which is dodgy.
I'm going to pat Vesper. It is rigged. She's lying to us.
Yes, we would like to play your game.
Excellent. It's 5 gold pieces a go.
Holy shitballs, we don't want to play anymore.
That's a bit rich for us.
Oh, but the prize.
What is the prize?
What is the prize?
If you can score 30 points or more, you will walk away today with this. And she pulls out a bottle of Butter Swoon's wine. Since the death of one of the brothers, the value of this wine has increased exponentially.
Do I believe that?
You can insight it if you want.
Did she say butter swoon?
Butter Swoon's wine.
40.
Sounds you've heard of Butter Swoon's winery. You know it was run by 2 brothers, and one of those brothers was assassinated.
Ooh.
John's giving me a look like, yep, and I know who did it.
We will. We'll both have a go. I'll hand over 10 gold.
Excellent!
What?
Bow or crossbow?
I've never shot either. What's easier?
Bow is easier. Crossbow has more power. Yeah.
I would argue a crossbow is easier.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go for the crossbow.
Okay. She hands you the crossbow. She loads it for you with the first bolt. You need to make a ranged weapon attack. If you are proficient with ranged weapons, or crossbow specifically, then you can add your proficiency bonus.
Can I see what they're doing from where I'm sat?
Yeah, make a perception check. Just see how much detail you see.
9.
9.
15.
Oh yeah, you can see pretty much everything, G.
I just shout out, "Hey Adonis, make sure you got the boat they call Bernie.
The boat they call Bertie?
Yeah, you gotta have Bernie the boat."
Right. I will look at the elf lady and go, "Give me Bertie!"
Is this an old people
I think
reference?
This is an Andy joke somewhere.
Andy,
we
we
missed
need,
it.
I'm sorry. We need the joke explaining.
You're not familiar with Bernie the boat?
No.
Oh,
Is it
God,
before
I'm
the
old.
80s?
Might be.
Yeah.
I think it was a program called Golden Shot, and you said Bernie the boat.
You know what though? Some of our listeners
Some of them
are
will
going
be.
to get that.
Well,
At least
at least your dad.
Yes, well, that's if he listens.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got at least 2 people who knew that reference.
It's wasted then, really, wasn't it?
It's
Never mind. What did you get on the ticket roll there, Adonis?
Was it 11?
An 11. So you hit kind of there's different rings. There's an outer ring, a centre ring, and the inner ring, and the bullseye. What's the closer to the bullseye and more points? You hit the second ring. She says, 5 points.
Well, hey.
G, as you're watching, this bolt doesn't fly right. Second shot, she loads the bolt, second bolt in.
Yes.
Do I notice anything off about this? Being that I'm
Specifically paying attention for
You can
naughtiness.
make I'll let you choose insight or perception. It's up to you.
they're the same, so it's going to be a +2 to whatever this is. That's a 17.
17. And you also notice those bolts don't look right. It's like they just sink too quickly, like they're too heavy. What would you get?
14.
A 14. 14. 10 points. You're 15. You will need a bullseye to get to 30.
Right. Let's do this. Watch this. 8.
Oh, and you hit the same ring again. It's only 20 points, I'm afraid. Unlucky, better luck next time.
That was good fun.
Bow or crossbow?
I brought my own, and I get out my short
Oh,
bow.
no, hang on a moment.
No.
No, you can use your bow, but you'll have to use our arrows
No.
because we can't pierce the target, otherwise it becomes useless after just a few shots.
It's okay, and she'll break off the tips from it, so it's just wood. It's fine. And then she'll start using her own bow.
Okay. Make a ranged attack roll.
That is a 16.
16. It hits the bullseye but bounces off again, obviously, because there's no point on it anymore. Well,
It's not supposed to pierce it. It didn't pierce it.
That's a bullseye.
Great. 2 more, right?
Yes.
That's a 13.
That one hits the inner ring. That would be 10 points. 35.
Oh, this one is not as good. 7. But you said I had to get 30 points, right? To get the wine.
Yes, well done. You scored 40. She gives you the wine, picks up her bows, bolts, crossbow, and bow. Starts walking over to the target, muttering under her breath, and just collapses the targets down. Thanks for playing.
Massive smile.
That was good fun. Thank
She
you.
hands the wine across to Adonis. This is for you. You
Oh,
seem to
thank
know
you.
it.
That goes straight in.
Hey guys, just leave some events for all the rest of these patrons, why don't you?
Why?
Well, so that you have some fun during the day. They come all this way.
It is not fun if you can only lose.
It's all about the taking part.
Share your chicken with those children.
No.
Vesper,
Yes.
you have the highest passive perception.
Oh, really?
I know, right?
Goodness me.
Something feels off
Okay.
for you, and you're looking around. You've approached Mayor Lambry a couple of times, and the last time you spoke to him, he was keen to get away from you and deal with something. And as you look back over him now, very proud in the fact that you have ousted a number of what you consider to be charlatans with these games. You notice he looks unhappy, upset, concerned, worried. He's talking to other people who are clearly nobility within the town.
Yep.
You can tell from the clothes that they're wearing.
Okay. I will whistle, but not in real life because I can't, to get the others' attention. And then it's kind of, joviality is gone. She's straight to business and focus and starts heading over and gesturing for the others to follow.
Cool, so you head over to Lambry?
Yeah. Beelining straight towards him.
He turns as you approach. Oh, Vesper, what now?
What is the matter? Do you need assistance?
No, everything's fine. Please go and enjoy what few games you've left.
Why would you turn me away when I have already proven myself and my companions can assist you in issues?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, it's not a negative number.
Oh, that's good.
17.
You're right. You're absolutely right. The people of Moonhelm haven't arrived.
But we took care of the...
Exactly. They exactly our concern. We were expecting them here this morning. Luckily, well, unluckily for them, I suppose, seeing as you've turned 3 of our game stations away.
One of the 3 is still here, it's just more honest.
Uh-huh. Sure. Well, ironically, you've probably left the one that's the least honest, but never mind. They're not here. I was going to send a messenger to Moonhelm just to find out where they are, if they're coming, or such like. You got halfway there when you dealt with those orcs for us yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you could head to Moonhelm for us. Make sure they're okay.
Seems like a sensible idea to us. There's not much left here to do.
No,
How much are we being paid for this?
I will happily do it for free,
Thank you, Vesper.
but my friend Adonis wants to say a number at you.
72 gold.
Very, very well. On your return with the people of Moonhelm, I will pay you the sum of G each, the sum of 72 gold.
So G at this point, he's just staggered over. He's still got his box of chicken under one hand, and he puts his greasy hands that he's been using on your shoulder. He says, "Hey Seb, mate, can I call you Seb? I just got to ask you something. I was just, doing some light reading in the toilet, and apparently you know. So what is it you know?
I know.
You know?
I know lots of things. I presume you do too.
Well, the toilet said you know, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is you know.
Are you listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth, G? The toilet said that I know.
Well, the writing on the toilet door said you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No,
I
nor
need
have
something
I.
more specific.
Well, we'll revisit this, Seb, Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm just going to pick another chicken egg out.
Okay, well, now we've got that out of the way. Moonhelm,
Yes.
you know the way.
Yes.
Is there any potion shops or anything? We did get a bit battered up, and it was Andy the dwarf kind of helped us out a little bit last time.
Yes, he headed to Moonhelm, actually. He was out heading that way.
We
crossed
will see
paths?
him again.
Quite possibly. He went to Moonhelm as our envoy. I tell you what, he gets 3 potions of healing and gives 1 to each of you.
Wonderful, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll knock us off the reward of 72 gold. I jest. Not really. Not time for jesting. The people of Moonhelm are not here.
Is it an absolute guarantee that they would have come here, or could they have been like, I don't actually fancy it this time?
Well, I don't really know. They've never not shown up before. We've never not gone to them. But then it was only a year ago that Stormwood disappeared, so...
Okay. Have they been here since it
Yes.
disappeared?
Yes.
Okay.
Relations are good between us. I don't see why they wouldn't come.
Maybe they knew there was rigged games.
Or perhaps you could find out.
We will go.
Tally-ho then, let's go.
Bye.
You leave Mistfall in the same direction as before, and you head
Just
out.
a different direction. Why not?
Why not? Which is east, just for the record, G, after last time.
Thank you.
You pass the bodies of the orcs, which you so carefully arranged. And they are exactly as you left them, untouched by nature or anything.
Nice.
You walk towards where you know Moonhelm to be. I need all of you, please, to make perception checks.
12.
5.
7.
What a lot of high numbers. Vesper, you're the first to see this. As you crest the hill, you look towards where Moonhelm should be, and you expect to see a quaint small village, timber buildings, maybe a tavern or a blacksmith, something very similar to what you're used to in Mistfall. Instead, you see a huge crater in the ground.
Oh dear.
Utter destruction. The crater itself is almost smoking, but you can't tell if it's smoke from fire or it's dust. It's really hard to tell. The crater is enormous. It is the width of the town. It's like the town has just vanished and leaving this huge smouldering crater. But that's not what the perception check was for, because you'll all have seen this eventually. What your perception check is for is you notice a figure dead centre. In fact, you notice two figures dead centre of the crater. From where you're stood at this distance, very hard to tell exactly what or who that figure is.
Are they standing? Are they laying down?
Yeah, they're laying down. Both figures
Okay.
seem to be prone. One looks like an animal, one looks humanoid.
Okay.
Beyond
Hey,
that,
does that look like a goat to you?
I hope not. But you two are not getting paid, by the way, just to let you know. Because the stipulation was you had to return with the people of Moonhelm. Anyway, let's go into the crater.
You get into the crater, and the ground underfoot is loose. It's not sure-footed ground at all. It's difficult to walk across. You go down inside and you walk towards this figure laying in the middle of this crater, and you notice it is a dwarf in rusted and pitted armour, laying on the floor unconscious, bleeding out, and next to him, a goat. It's Andy. As you approach though, you notice he isn't actually alone, and around him there are 6 what look like giant worms made out of rock, that each of them are just pounding into him, just beating him constantly into the ground. You can see his body squirm, and as you walk up to them, a couple of these worm-like creatures turn and lunge towards you. I need you all to roll initiative. What'd you get, G?
23.
Nice.
Adonis?
21.
Good lord, here are the big numbers. Vesper?
A mighty 8.
Okay, so you're in the middle of the crater. You're probably 30 to 45 feet away from these creatures. And you can see them surrounding Andy on the floor. G, you have the initiative. What do you want to do?
Hey guys, I hate to say it, but he looks like he's a goner. The whole town's gone. I'm thinking we should hightail it and report back to set. What do you reckon? I'll take that as a no, shall I? Are there any sort of obvious boulders or whatever I can kind of sneak behind?
Make a perception check.
14.
There are some loose rocks, but nothing that's going to afford you any type of cover or allow you to hide.
Okay, I step behind Adonis, and then I draw my bow and I just lean out and loose with a bow at one of these worms. I mean, part of me's thinking, why bother? It's stone. It's going to bounce off. 14.
A 14 is a hit. Your arrow flies through the air, smashing into the closest worm.
For 7.
The damage doesn't do as much as you think that it should.
Well, I tried.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Adonis.
Can I pull out the potion of healing that we've got? I'm going to run as fast as Adonis does run and try and jump through these tentacles to get to the dwarf. I'm assuming it's the dwarf. And
Yep.
feed him the healing potion.
So that's going to take action as well as movement.
Yep, fine.
Cool. So you walk up, or run up. Make an attack roll. And see if you can get past these. I was going to call them earthworms. They're not earthworms in that sense.
Spell attack roll or just normal attack roll?
Are you going to use magic to administer this potion, or are you going to use your hands?
Hands, probably.
Yeah. So just a normal unarmed attack roll then.
12.
12. You try and reach through, but one of these worms just smashes your hand out of the way. You don't drop the bottle doesn't break, but you haven't successfully managed to give Andy the potion.
Cool, that's it.
It is now these worms' turns. You are in between 2 of them at the moment, Adonis, and they turn around and they smash into you. The first one is a dirty 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second one, it's a nat 1. Hey, I get to do a pun. That would be a 7 to hit you.
That misses.
Reach in deep.
It's like spaghetti. That won't make any sense to our listeners.
No.
Oh, this pun is submitted by Green Sean. Thank you, Green Sean, for the pun which you have submitted. Our book club is reading 50 Shades of Fae and looking at a photo album called What We Do in the Shadowfell.
I don't know if that's like a really specific reference that I'm not getting.
Well, I get the 50 Shades of Fae.
Yeah.
Oh, like fishy. There's
Fishy
fishy
Shades,
shade.
Yeah, we've been here before.
Yeah, we've had that conversation.
Yeah, okay. But why don't... Oh, what we do in the shadows. These are... Thank you very much for your submission.
Thanks, Green Sean, appreciate that. I hope that's filled your confidence so you're ready to submit another pun.
Do keep the puns going. We'll get better.
I like that they're bad. I like that they're really, really bad. Because, let's be honest, if Andy was writing the puns, they would also be that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's currently in the middle
Oh,
of
yeah.
the process.
Yeah. Speaking of, so that second worm will then miss you, Adonis. What you will see, because you're close to them, Adonis, is you will see the other 4 worms bury themselves into the ground and they disappear from sight.
Can I use my bonus action to shout a warning?
I'll let you do it with your reaction if you like.
No.
No? Okay, cool. That is the worms done. Vesper.
If I
Please
can
tend
get...
this.
Yeah. If I can get up next to Adonis.
You can, but it will take a dash. He's 45 feet away.
Okay, I will get... I'll move up 30 feet.
Yep.
And then I will... Is there still one above ground? There are 2 by him that are above
There's
ground.
2 above
Okay.
ground, one either side of Adonis, and the other 4 have buried underneath the ground.
Okay, I will chuck a spear at
Cool.
one of them then.
Yep.
Why not?
Closest one or the one the other side of Adonis?
The closest one, so there's less chance I might hit him.
Sounds sensible.
Yeah, thank. Some lovely. Ooh, okay, 18.
18's a hit.
Nice.
Damage.
So, le damage is 8 points of damage.
Cool. It doesn't do as much damage as you think it probably should,
Okay.
but it does do some damage. Anything else?
Can I see if the goat is alive?
From where you are, you can make a perception check if you like.
19.
It's not looking good for the goat.
Oh no.
He looks very badly wounded. If he's alive, he's only just alive.
Okay.
Curry.
Anything else for Vesper?
That's it.
Back to top of the round, G.
Okay, I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on the closest worm to me.
Okay, yep.
I'm also going... How far am I from Vesper?
You would be about 35 feet.
Oh, okay. I'm going to just hang back still.
Okay.
Working on the principle that I'm better at range. Nothing to do with the fact that it gives me a head start in case I have to run.
course.
Nothing to do with that at all. So, Hunter's Mark's off. 23.
That is a hit.
9 points of damage.
Again, it doesn't do as much damage as you think it probably should, but you have hurt it.
Yeah, take that, wormy boy.
Anything else?
No, I'm kind of just standing there basking in my own brilliance.
Cool. We'll see how long that lasts. Adonis.
I will feed the dwarf a healing potion.
Yeah.
First thing.
Cool.
It's a 9. Feed it back to him. Is that an action or a bonus action?
Action.
Cool. As my bonus action, I will go, "Shad, help! There's a couple really close to me! Help!" And that's try and just get in the way so they can't carry on hitting Andy.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you give the potion to Andy and he kind of chokes and splutters on it and wearily opens his eyes. You know he's very, very old. So what would normally allow you as a hero to get back up again isn't quite enough for Andy to get back up at the end of the fight, but he is alive, and that's probably the most important thing. It is now the worm's turns. The two that are near you, Adonis, are just going to attack you again. So the first one gets 12 to hit you.
Hits.
For 11 points of bludgeoning.
Damn.
Yep, that hurts.
The other one is actually going to attack Andy, but misses. Vesper, at your feet, you see the ground start to shake. Two worms pop up, one each side of you.
Hello.
They both attack you. The first one gets a 21.
Yep.
That's 11 points of bludgeoning.
Nice.
And the second one's a 28.
Damn.
It's another 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Gee, you also feel the ground shake at your feet. Two worms pop up near to you as well, and both attack you. It's another natural one.
Get in.
Could someone pass me the puns, please?
I'd pass you them puns.
Thank you. Never been so pleased to roll a natural one. This is an anonymous pun. It's quite good, actually. The guy who stole my diary just died. My thoughts are with his family.
Nice.
That's quite a good one.
Nice.
Do you approve of that one, Andy?
I like that.
Yeah, good. So that's a miss, and a 26 to hit you, G. Sorry, you, G. 26.
Oh, that hits.
11 bludgeoning damage.
Boom.
And it is then Vesper's turn.
Okay. Let's change things slightly. Because I'm still, 10 feet away, 15 feet away
15 feet from G, and probably 20 from Andy.
I'll just try and attack the two that are next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not both of them, because I can only hit one. So, let's go with a scimitar attack. I think that might... 7?
A 7 is a miss.
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1.
That is a 2. Sorry.
That's probably the most disappointing roll, isn't it?
Mm.
Not even a pun.
Not even a pun.
Anything else from Vesper?
I'm going to use my bonus action to rally,
Okay.
and one ally within 30 feet, so it's going to be Adonis, because he's taken a lot of hits. You will get some temporary HP from me.
Thank you very much.
I just gotta work out how much that is.
4.
I will take it. Not 40. 4.
No.
Anything else from Vesper? Staying where you are?
Yes, so stay around.
Back to the top of the round, G. You're surrounded. Well, not surrounded. You've got two of these earthy worms.
Is one of them called Jim?
If you want it to be called Jim, you can call him Jim.
I like Earthworm Jim.
I know that reference. I got that one.
Good, thank you. Down with the kids.
Not a clue.
Not a clue?
No, sorry.
You can Google it while you Google benevolent.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to drop my bow and draw my scimitar. And I'm going to target, I think I'm going to go for the one on the left because he looks a little smaller.
Okay.
17.
A 17 is a hit.
Really like that. For 8 points of piercing damage.
Again, it doesn't
Slashing,
do...
sorry.
Oh, slashing.
Slashing.
Okay, again, it doesn't do as much damage as you think it probably should, but it does hurt it.
Damn.
Anything else?
Just a little bit of wee, just it just kind of just escapes.
Is that an age thing again, or...?
It's more of a fear thing.
Oh, okay, right, sorry. Oh, you mean your character.
yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. Okay. Where are we? Adonis.
Cool, so Adonis steps to the left to try and line up as many as he can, and he's going to cast Burning Hands. He's going to try if Vesper's the ones near Vesper are close enough to catch some of them as well, if possible. But
So you will be able to catch one of the ones near Vesper. One of them will get an attack of opportunity as you try and move your way around, but misses anyway. So you move your way around and unleash your Burning Hands. What do you need from me?
Dex 13.
Dex
so
13. Okay. So the first one, 18. The second one, 5. And the one near Vesper, 0.
Nice.
Oh no, 1.
Ones. The ones who failed take 13 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
The one that passed takes half of that.
Yay!
They're all still alive.
Yep. Did it look like it did normal-ish damage to them?
Yes, yeah, it looks like it caused the amount of damage you would expect that spell to cause.
Cool. And then I'm just going to go, Vesper, help, please.
I'm trying.
It's the worm's turn. The one which G currently has hunters marked buries down underneath the earth. You can track this with your hunter's mark, can't you? You know where it is if it's within a certain range of you.
I would, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm terrified by the other two that are standing inside of me, yes.
Okay, we'll save that in case you decide to use it then.
Mm.
The one that is near Adonis will try and attack you, Adonis. That is an 8.
That's a miss.
The two either side of Vesper, they will try and attack you. Oh, that is going to be a 10 and
Miss.
An 8.
Miss.
And the two near G is an 11
Misses?
and a 23.
Kind of hits.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. This earth smashes into you. This worm smashes into you. That is the worms. It's Vesper's turn.
Okay. I will try and hit the one that just got burned-ed
Yes.
with my scimitar. Ooh, dirty 20.
That's definitely a hit.
That is another 8 points of damage.
Nice. Again, doesn't do as much damage as you think, but this thing does look hurt. If a worm made of rock can look hurt.
Okay.
Anything else?
I will use my bonus action to second wind
Okay.
just to try and get some health back up. So heal 8
Cool.
points.
We're back to the top of the round then. G.
Okay, I am going to use Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to move around one of them, so which doesn't provoke any reaction. So that I've got one worm between me and the other worm. Because I'm using Zephyr Strike, I will strike with my scimitar.
Did you want to move your hunter's mark as a bonus action as well? Onto this
Yeah.
creature?
So 15,
15's a hit.
and this does 6 points of slashing and another 5 of I think it's force damage from Zephyr Strike. Yeah, force damage.
5 force damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. This worm looks hurt. You cause a significant amount of damage. Your slashing attack doesn't do as much damage as you think it should with the force attack. It took the full brunt of that. Anything else from G?
A wry smile just crosses my face as I actually think I'm better than I am.
Adonis.
Seeing that fire seemed to hurt him, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to use another flaming hands.
Mm-hmm.
Try and catch the same 3 if I can.
Yep, so the middle one dug down underground has disappeared now, so you only hit 2 of them, which is the one directly in front of you and the one just above where Vesper stood.
Okay, yep, fine.
Deck saves.
Dex saves, Dex 13.
The one nearest to you gets a 3, and the one by Vesper gets a 14.
Okay, so the one who... So it's 10 damage for the one who failed, and 5 for the one who passed.
Cool, yeah, they're not dead, but they do look seriously hurt now, like properly messed up.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, the worm that is directly in front of you, Adonis, also buries down underground, disappears. The one that's been hurt and is near you, Vesper, does the same thing, buries down underground and disappears.
Do we get an attack of opportunity when they do this?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, make both of them. In fact, while you're rolling your dice, G, the one that's near you also buries underground and disappears, so you get an attack of opportunity as well.
18.
18 hits.
12.
12 misses.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
7 points of damage.
7. Cool.
Oh, sorry, no. That's more, because that's more math. That's 8 points of damage.
Mine is 5 slashing, but a further 6 of force.
Okay, cool. They don't take the full damage from the normal attacks, slashing attacks, but they will from your force damage due. Cool, nice. So they bury down underground. That just leaves 2 worms left, one by Vesper and one by G. So the one by Vesper is going to attack and gets a 21.
Yes.
So 11 points of bludgeoning. And the one next to G is going to attack and also get 21 for another 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ba ba baby baby ba ba.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Oh,
G
no.
is down.
It's a shame you were so far back, because otherwise we might have noticed.
Whoopsie. Vesper,
Yep.
it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So the one that was burnt is the one that disappeared?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've still got one next to me.
Yeah, that one is unhurt as of the moment.
Okay, I will try and hurt it then, I guess.
Hurt that.
I want to hurt it. Good do. That's a nat 1.
Way!
Hey!
It's a miss,
So that's a
but it's
miss.
also a pun.
A miss and a pun. This one. Feel this one's going to be real good. This one was given to us by Chris.
Oh, our Chris.
It just says Chris, doesn't specify.
No, well, I think as soon as you read it, we'll know if it's our Chris.
That's true.
I like that you're checking it for appropriateness because it could have come from our Chris. Our Chris.
I've been looking after a socially inept half-orc with a penchant for shielding spells. He's awkward. I don't get it.
Awkward.
Have I got that? But I don't get the shielding spells reference.
It's
Don't explain it to me, don't explain
No?
it to me.
Okay.
It's fine. It's more fun not knowing. At 3 o'clock in the morning I'm going to get it and be like, oh, wow. So, yeah, I miss.
I can't remember what you're doing now. What were you doing?
I was trying to hit the one in front of me.
Oh, yeah, that does miss. You're right. Anything else in the movement or anything?
Are you staying where you are? Or are you trying to get to me? Or are you staying with Andy?
I will be trying to move on my turn, but I've had worms next to me up until
Okay.
just now.
I will stay where I am right now.
You can't see Bertie, but she just put her arms out to the side like she's playing musical statues.
Yeah. I'm in a defensive stance.
It's back to the top of the round then. G, we need a death saving throw, please.
Dun, dun, dun.
15.
It's a pass. He's got his first pass. I like that we're making death saving throws on episode 2, just like we were on episode 1. It's good. Adonis.
There's no worms next to me, is there?
Correct. You
Cool.
are next to Andy.
Okay, I will start heading down, avoiding Vesper, so I'll walk round Vesper, and I'm going to shoot is there still one next to G?
Yeah, they've both got one next to them.
Yeah, I'll fire a firebolt with the one next to G as I'm
Okay.
walking down.
Cool. Yeah.
All that shit. 11.
11 is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, bugger it! And that's it.
Okay.
I don't have bonus actions.
How
It's
close to me are you?
Like 5-10 feet as I'm walking past you, maybe?
Very specific. How close are you to me?
7.6 feet.
we'll say 5 feet, shall we?
I think we should
Yes.
say 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yes, you are 5 feet
Yes.
away. Yeah.
The worm that is next to G moves towards you, Vesper, and you turn and look at it, and it opens up this gaping maw and just spits rocks at you.
Ew.
That is a non-natural one, an unnatural one, if you will,
Well, that will miss me.
which is a weird number to roll.
Yeah.
The one that is right next to you, though, will attack you.
Okay.
12.
Miss.
He has missed. That's all I've got left. So we are over to Vesper.
Okay. I'm going to try and attack the one that just tried to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Not the spitty one.
Not Spitty Boy.
Not spitty boy. God damn it. 8.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
You staying where you are?
If I'm still within 5 feet of Adonis, I'll be staying where I am.
You
yes.
are. Back to the top of the round then. G, death saving throw number 2.
My spirit is talking to him. Hey, G. Walk away from the light, man. Don't go near the light. But I take a step towards the light.
What did you roll?
5.
5, yeah. Okay, so 1 pass, 1 fail for G so far. Adonis.
Seeing that both of them are near you, I am going to use Scorching Rays. Send 3 blasts out, 2 into the one that threw stones, because throwing stones is bad, and 1 into the other one.
Can anybody tell that John's a dad?
Okay, so there's a nat 20
Ooh.
plus 5, so 25, and a 17 on the one who's throwing stones.
Yep,
so
they
those 2
both
rays.
hit.
And 16 for the other one.
So everything hits.
Cool. Do you want me just to roll the damage for each one individually?
So you roll the dice twice for the first one.
It's true.
It's a crit. But you can roll the other one with it if you want.
So that's 14 damage for running through stones. Plus another 5 damage. And then 11 damage for the one that you were hitting.
Nice, yeah.
How do you like it? 11 damage.
Yeah.
So these bolts of fire smash into these worms, and the one that spat at Vesper has bits sort of fragment off and break off, and you see part of its body just explodes, but it still is crawling its way towards Vesper's position.
And then I will use my movement to carry on down towards G.
Yep. You can quite easily make it 2G.
Cool. I haven't got anything else.
Just look at him.
Just going to stand there looking at him, questioning life choices. Can I use my bonus action to pick up a bit of chicken?
Yes.
And eat its arm?
Yes, you can. You regain 1 hit point.
Awesome.
I hope you don't roll a natural 1. It's not your turn yet, so don't worry
that's
yet.
right.
Not yet. It's the worm's turns first. The one who was spitting at Vesper is going to turn and spit at you, Adonis, as you walk past. So 14.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage as the rocks smash into you.
As I take a bite of chicken, the rock catches me in the head. Boom! Down next to G.
What?
Oh shit. And the one next to Vesper.
Tell a lie. I'm up with 1 hit point because the 10 hit points and the bit of chicken gave me 1 hit point.
Nice! You're okay!
Wow.
It's a 12 to hit you, Vesper.
That's a miss.
That's a mission. It is now Vesper's turn.
Okay, so you are up. Okay.
I'm up.
Just.
The one in front of me, is it close to death? Does it seem like it's...
The one further away from you looks closer to death.
Okay,
Although it's hard to tell because these are elemental worms.
that's true. Alright, I'll try and hit the one in front of me. I mean, I could just try and hit first, because they're not
It's a
going
good
to
start.
be successful at that. Okay, 16. No,
So
17. I'm looking at the wrong stats.
it's a hit. It's all good.
All of the hits.
That is 8 points of damage.
Cool. Yep.
And I'm going to action surge and try and hit it again,
Okay. Yep.
because otherwise we're all going to be dead. That is 18 to hit,
18 is a hit.
another 8 points of damage.
Nice. Again, doesn't do as much damage as you think it should, but you have done some damage.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to use a superiority die to rally again,
Yep.
because you're within 30 feet of me, so it is D8. So that is 6 points of healing to Adonis.
Temp healing?
Temp, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice. Anything else from Vesper?
That's all I can do at the minute.
G, it's your turn. If you roll a natural 1, you will die whilst giving us a pun.
What a glorious way to go out.
Death by pun.
These my cabins, it means you all got to pack up and go.
Andy is hosting us for this recording session.
16.
Oh, it's a pass.
What?
So he's got 2 passes and 1 fail so far. Adonis.
I will reach down. I'm going to get G's healing potion that he's got and give him his own healing potion.
Nice. Yep.
7. points of healing.
And just like that, he's been saved.
I stand up and I
By
pat
the wizard.
myself down and say, "Hey, one of you guys nick my potion?"
You see Adonis still with a chicken in one hand and an empty potion bottle. I thought you might want to get up.
We gotta have some serious words about personal space, man.
Right, so I'll leave you next time.
I'm still fighting worms over here.
Speaking of the worms, Vesper, the one that you are next to, burrows down underground. If you want to make an attack of opportunity, you're welcome to.
I do. That is a 14 to
That's
hit.
a hit.
4 points of damage.
Okay, cool. He disappears, or it disappears. The other one does exactly the same thing and disappears underground completely. There are no worms in the area. You are no longer in initiative order. Bertie's giving me a funny look. She doesn't trust me. Andy is on the floor, barely conscious, without the strength to stand up. His goat is dead.
I unsheathe my 2 daggers and start walking towards the goat.
Adonis will go and help Andy up.
Vesper?
I'm going to stand between G and the goat.
So Adonis, give me an athletics check. Andy is heavy.
12.
You manage to get him up to his feet, but you can't hold his physical form up. He's a dwarf, he's heavy, he's clad in heavy armour as well. So you get him up, but you can't hold him, you let him go and he just crashes back down to the floor again.
Right, I'm going to need some help with him. He's heavier than I thought.
Okay.
He's only small, but he's quite stocky.
I'll head over and just side eye G. Leave it alone.
I sidestep slowly around towards the goat.
Fine. I'll go and help get Andy up.
What do you do with the goat?
Well, as Andy's unconscious, he's not going to have anything to say about it, so I start carving it up ready for a barbecue.
Lovely. Add some prepared goat meat to your inventory.
Okay.
Also a goat skin and 2 horns. Vesper and Adonis.
You really have trouble with that, don't you?
It's because I look at you and
Who
I
are
think, Bertie.
you?
No, Vesper. I need you both to make athletics checks again. This time we'll add your results together as you try and stand Andy up.
9.
18.
You manage to do it. You get him up and he can just about take a few steps.
Can you speak? Oh, I remember now. This is going to take a while.
He can speak before, dear.
Yes, I can speak.
What the bloody hell happened, man?
I arrived to find nothing.
Right,
Moonhelm was no longer here. And when I ventured into the crater, I was happened upon by these worms. Who decided to attack me until you came and saved me,
and
much like I saved you when you fought the orcs. Thank you for your kindness. Perhaps we can go home now. Please.
Yeah, sorry, Andy, but your goat was one hero, and he sacrificed himself to try and save you, but all that's left is his horn.
That goat is a tosser. Tried to ride away from the worms. The bastard rode towards them. I lack any control over him.
So you won't be wanting this horn?
No, I'm glad he's dead. You keep the horn.
So be it.
I hear it's good for things.
Well, ground up and everything, yeah, can have some mighty fine uses.
Vesper, please.
Yes.
I would like to see the mayor.
Okay, we can get you home.
Thank you.
Just before we go,
Yes.
can we inspect the area, see if we can figure out, was it literally an explosion? Is it just phased out? Does it seem like it's something grabbed out of the ground?
Make an investigation check for me, please.
If I can see.
You can all make an investigation check individually. It'll be quite a high DC to figure out what exactly has gone on, but you'll get some information from this.
Okay.
22.
Ooh.
15.
Ooh.
8.
With the 15, it's definitely not an explosion.
Okay.
It's not blown up. There's no scorch marks or burn marks whatsoever on the ground. With a 22, nothing has been grabbed out of the ground either. It's too smooth. It's too clean.
Gee, you're a nature kind of person. Do you think there could have been one of those worms, but a lot bloody bigger?
I guess anything's possible. I mean, I'm just thinking about. I mean, you say you don't think it's like a big claw coming down and grabbing it, but that gives me an idea for some sort of new game we could play. It's at the next fair, you know, claws coming down and grab prizes. That
Will
sort
it
of
be
thing.
rigged?
How I was going to say, if you're going to run the game, you have to rig it.
I can do that. I can certainly do that. But you're right. I guess a worm, but I don't know. I mean, the ground is kind of loose. It could have swallowed the entire village and submerged back underground, leaving just this loose soil behind. I don't know.
Do you, Adonis, do you know any kind of magic that could do something like this? You are magic-y.
I've read lots of books. I might do, but let me have a think.
Make an Arcana check for me.
19.
There are spells which can manipulate the earth, which can pick earth up and throw it around, or mould or change earth. You've never read of any kind of spell like that could do something on this scale, though. But it's not beyond the realms of possibility.
And just trying to remember, the other town that disappeared, was it near to this one? Was it like this was the next one in a line coming towards the town that we've been in, or was it the opposite way?
Other way around, so
Okay.
where you were, Mistfall is furthest west, then it's Moonhelm, and then Stormwood. Stormwood is furthest east, so that's the one that disappeared first.
Yeah.
Now Moonhelm has disappeared as
Which
well.
was next
Which was
to
the
it.
next line. So if you were to carry on along the line,
It would be.
Mistfall is next.
Do we want to go back there?
I feel like we should at least tell them they might be next.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Come back with us. There might be some more chicken.
I'm sure I got other things to do.
Okay. If you don't want to have the most amazing adventure of your life, then you go on your own way. But if you want to be known throughout this land and other lands in people's minds and earballs, you stay with us.
Guess there's safety in numbers.
Yes.
Andy reaches out to you, G. He places a hand on his shoulder and says, "As one kindred spirit to another, please at least take me home first.
What, so that you can be in the next town that goes kaboom?
My life is over. I'm old. I've done much with my life. I've raced. I've owned goats, played the horn, dove underwater, sailed in canoes.
Kayaks.
Take me home, G, please.
Oh,
Take me
what the
home.
hell? I guess I got it.
Okay.
So you guys head back towards Mistfall. You take Andy with you. The journey is slow because Andy is slow, but you do eventually get back at the same day that you left, but it's nightfall. Very, very late. Sebastian Lambury is in the town square. Torches have been lit. He's just with the nobles. Everyone else has gone home. All the games have been packed up and have now left. All the ones that stayed have now left. He sees you coming and runs over towards you. His noble friends follow him. He immediately sees Andy, gestures to a couple of them who take Andy off to one side. He says, we will see to him and make sure he's okay, but what happened?
Well, we got to where Miss Fool was. There was a Miss Fool.
Moonhelm.
That's the one.
We're in Mistfall.
Right. Yes. Well, we might have the same situation here soon. But yes, we got there, and there was a sort of a big upside down molehill. Yes.
Like a crater in the ground.
That's right.
Yep.
And some worms.
This sounds like exactly what happened at Stormwood
Yes.
exactly a year ago.
Right.
So you've got at least a year.
To pack up all these houses and move them 3 miles that way.
Yo, just let's back up there, Seb. How do you know there were worms involved last time?
Oh, not the worms. I just mean.
Well, you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said exactly what happened last time.
Suspicious.
Yes, I don't.
You know, I think you know more than you let on.
I think you're obsessed with what I know. All I mean is that there was a crater and the town disappeared, and now it seems to have happened at Moonhelm as well.
Hey, the toilet door don't lie.
Apparently not. We could use some help, some assistance.
No shit.
We have options. Again, I will ask for your help. There are many knowledgeable people in settlements a fair distance from here who may be able to help. Mara, Wavewalker of Oceanhold, perhaps, or Ragdolph Sunbeard in Nackledeer. You could even go to Lord Astral in the Astral Academy, or Gerard Road in Timberminster, or of course, Lord's Gathering is not too far. Barnaby Thrall himself might be able to help us. I'm not sure who you think, in your experience as heroes, would be the most use.
Well, I'm thinking wherever we go, these worms are going to follow, so which of these places do we like the least?
I don't think I've been to a lot of them. So
I mean, Barnaby Thralls, he's a bit of a dick. I'm quite happy if we take the worms there.
he's quite like a god-related person, though. So I mean, if it's god-related, then hey, he's your guy. But if it's not,
Well, the Astral Academy could be an option. There's lots of books there and people, but it's all magic related. This is like a
What, you're going to throw books at the worms? Is that your plan?
There might be something in the book to help deal with whatever is going on.
oh, how about we each pick a place and separate, and we go separately, and then we can get one god person and one magic person and one nature person.
The look on our DM's face.
I feel like I'm in danger.
Sebastian Lambry suggests that you may be safer travelling together.
I mean, yes, probably, but you've only got a year. How long will it take us to get to these places?
It depends where you choose to go and how quickly you get there.
I imagine that would dictate how long it takes to get there.
Well, which one's closest to us now?
The closest place would be Timberminster. Well, I say the closest, but then there's the terrain in between. You'll have to deal with the mountain ranges. The most direct route is Lord's Gathering. The closest as the crow flies is Timberminster.
What about Lord's Gathering? Perhaps there'll be somebody there who can help steer us in the right direction.
Is it just lords in Lord's Gathering?
Make a history check.
Okay.
History. Natural 20.
Nice.
4 and 19.
Who's ready for some lore dump? Lord's Gathering is a central town within the Allhavens where the ruling council gather to discuss matters in front of people. It becomes something of a pilgrimage for the people that live in the world. And in Lord's Gathering there is a stone table right in the centre of the town where these ruling council members will sit and discuss things in front of people. People have the opportunity then to speak and directly engage with those ruling council members, and it's all kind of presided over by Barnaby Thrall, the High Vessel, the most senior religious figure in the world. What you will also know of an Natural 20 is that the ruling council have not sat together at Lord's Gathering for quite some time. There's a lot of political discourse between the different areas within the Allhavens, and people generally speaking are not getting on very well at the moment.
I don't think we should go to Lord's Gathering because it literally depends on if everybody's there, and they haven't been there for quite a while.
Right, well, Timberminster then. Seems the next logical place.
Yes. What is in Timberminster?
Timberminster is home to Jarl Gerard Road, one of the ruling council. Lovely chap, as far as I'm aware, although there are some rumours.
Tell me more.
It is rumoured that Gerard Road and his Jarls are cursed.
Oh, like a good curse or a bad curse?
It's lycanthropy.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Okay, well, if you're cool with that, then yeah.
Yeah, just stay out in the daytime or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it just means that they're allergic to sunlight, right?
Well, it means in moonlight they transform into were creatures.
What? Oh, that is even cooler. Okay.
It's okay. Just scratch their belly, throw a stick, be fine.
Make sure you get there during daylight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. Okay, and it is over the mountains, so
Yes.
it would be really helpful if we had some goats, some big goats to ride.
I can arrange some goats if you really want.
Big goats?
I'll find the biggest goats I've got. How's that?
Yes.
It's southwest from here. You'll head over the Dragon's Ridge mountain range, through the Forest of Fortitude, to the city of Timberminster. If you were going by foot, it's a 60-day journey.
60 days? And if we go by hand? Sorry, it's a little joke to ease the tension of the fact your village will be disappearing in a year's time.
Well, if we've got a year, then there's plenty of time for you to get there and get back.
Is there with 60 days? Like, that's 120 days. If we get there and find fuck all and have to go somewhere else, you're buggered, dear boy.
Yes, that is year math.
I can count.
Okay, so this hall, how many bedrooms that got?
Which hall?
Fuck all.
Jarl Gerard Road is knowledgeable, powerful, and has access to some potent magical abilities.
Okay.
I am sure he will know what to do or who to speak to, even if he does not have the answers for himself.
Right. And no way you can help speed this up a little bit? 60 days seems like a long time.
I'm giving you goats. Might shave a day or two off, depending on how big they are.
Seems fair.
Yes.
What I will do, I will prepare you a cart pulled by goats.
9 goats.
9 goats?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you might get in my wagon.
Yes, we'll call it the G-Wagon. Probably two to 4 goats, max. Don't think I can spare 9 goats. Let me prepare the cart. I'll prepare some travelling supplies. But right now, you go and rest,
Yes.
and in the morning, you set off for Timberminster.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep.
Oh, just a quick... There was a caveat linked to these two getting money, but
Yes.
seeing as how the caveat is literally impossible, do they still get their money? We brought someone back, and very important information.
I will give you all 100 gold pieces as expenses, and when you return with whatever the solution to this issue is from Timberminster, I will see to it that you are all properly rewarded. Please go and rest. In the morning, we leave for Timberminster. And that's where we're going to end our second session.
I didn't get to do a pun.
Oh, you did though.
Well, yeah, you did.
Just not
yeah.
from the bag.
Well, there we go. That's the end of our second episode of the Nat Pun Podcast's D&D campaign. Things seem to be heating up a little bit. Make sure you join us next week, where Andy will be taking us on a deep dive into this episode of the campaign and getting all of the thoughts of our players. We'll see where they all think things are going. But in the meantime, don't forget to check the show notes below. Join us on Facebook. Oh dear. Join us on Facebook, Discord, Patreon, and check out our website. And we will see you all in the next episode.
And that's this week's episode concluded. It's time to thank our Patreon members. Our Ruby membership, Joshua, Alberta, Paul, Dave R, Claire, Laura, Jason.
Emerald membership, Stuart. Sapphire membership, Becca M, Gary, Neil.
Diamond Geezers, Zeke, Lizzie, Chris, Martin, John, Bertie and Ash.
And of course our Obsidian members, Ant, James, Becca GS, Ethan, Niall, Dave F, and finally our 2 ruling council members, Chris and Sophia. Thank you so much all of you for your support and for helping us do what we do.